Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. As part of the usual, I am Cobble S. Cobble. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, all that fun jazz on the YouTube channel. Today, we're going to play some Minecraft later on, but today I got to go do some dailies, so I may as well, since I'm going to go run some Dauntless, I need to go do my dailies. So if anybody's new, Dauntless is a multi-platform, multi-console game that's free to play. This particular game has the ability to have a 4-man squad from 4 different ways of playing it. For an example, you can have a PC, an Xbox, a PlayStation, and a Switch player all playing the same game that you are in the same squad on different consoles. So, yeah, it's one of those games I found another way. This is kind of one of the games I do in my spare time, just kill and grind or setting up for a session. So we're going to go do my dailies, and then we're going to do a couple of the escalations. It's kind of like a D&D based game. You have an assortment of weapons ranging from swords, guns, pikes, hammers, axes, and all of those things. And you have, the objective is to slay many different beasts to build up those parts to build those weapons. And each one has positives and negatives to it, just like any other med-maxing character. So without further ado, we're going to hop into it. And this is currently one of my DPS builds, because in my inventory I have set up several different, I have each weapon I have set up as a DPS setup. This is my strikers, essentially a fist weapons build. This is my DPS sword fighter. Next will be my DPS pike, DPS axe, and each, like I said, each one has its positives and negatives. You essentially build the stats for your character up. And this is my gun build, DPS gun. My DPS hammer, for those that are wondering, DPS, damage per second. It's kind of like if World of Warcraft had a free version of it, essentially. And here's my chain blades. Now, those are all my weapon DPSs set up. Now, you have alternates, like this is a neutral setup. You can just potentially mix and match. Here's how you start the game, just in your basic outfit with basic weaponry. This is my skill set specific. Like, his objective, this build is for just breaking things. He has all the stats and so on and so forth that will do more damage to parts to get breaks on things. Essentially, the I'm going to go get materials guy build. This is him. This next guy up is my all-around AoE. Area of effect guy. He essentially helps up with the rest of, like, if I'm running with a squad of 3 or 4 other people, this guy's character is essentially the cleric, and he's healing all of them and doing various things, reviving and all that fun jazz. Next up is just a specific sword build that I just like, and it looks pretty badass, and it's one of my random builds. That it was built for a quest that took 32 hours to finish this thing because of the experience points you had to gather. But I have him. This is just my straight fireproofing. This is just another random guy, just got some skins and threw it together. Next one over is actually my... this is just the... There's elemental based comment as well. Like, this one has specifically built to take on the elements of the land. But we have, like I said, we have the breaker who breaks stuff. We have the this guy is specifically, all he does is wound damage. Especially, you have 3 main damages. You have core damage, break damage, wound, and stagger. And this weapon is basically built around the aspect of wounding to do more damage. And this one and the next one, the hammer guy, is a specific for stunning. He sits there and just makes you have a headache. But today we're going to just run one of my normal DPS characters. We'll run, we'll just go my standard. So we'll just go my standard DPS for the pike. We have objectives that we do, our daily activities. We gather up items and so on and so forth, do sloop missions. But it's just like World of Warcraft, except that it's free to play, essentially what it does, and it's multi-platform. So you can have PC players, you can have do bounties for specific things like slay 3 guys with sword or axe. So it's just simple, but I'm not sure if I'm going to turn this into a video series yet, so this is just more of a fill in the gap, and if people are interested, I actually started my own guild in the game, which would be classified as the name of it's a Saber Legion 734, and essentially my character's call sign's MSL 734. So. But you can start your own guilds up, you can have your friends and a whole bunch of other stuff. So, but like I said, you can let's go to my journal. There are, where is my stuff? Oh, it's my Slayers. Journal. There are 42 behemoths in the game currently. And each one has positives or negatives to it, and other boss characters as well. So we're going to run just the base escalations, and there's also 17 NPCs you can meet up with, and there are hidden lore items throughout the entire world. So you go to the various islands, because let's go to hunting grounds, and it allows you to go to several different areas that are equal to your weapons level, essentially. But we're not going to get into that. Like I said, if people are more interested in the gameplay, I'll start doing some more thorough videos and stuff like that. But this is more just I'm doing my dailies and I need to do it, and I may as well hit the record button while I'm doing it. So without further ado, we're going to hop into the escalations. Essentially, the escalations are boss level areas that you have specific. It's all elemental based, so you have shock escalations, blaze, umbral, terra, frost, radiant. An escalation protocol is the roll the dice and see where you land. Heroics are an increase level of difficulty for the heroic ones, but we're just going to do a couple here. We're going to do shock. It's one of the easier ones, and I'm doing, actually, cancel that, because I'm doing private message, because the way I build my characters, I can solo a bunch of these escalations. So it's just more of me building the correct blend of skills and abilities that work out best for me, and in a survival scenario. So we're going to do instead of like the normal escalation, which is what takes you to 1 to 13, the hards are 10 to level 10 to 50, so it's essentially, it's a different kind of mechanic they use. As the escalation rises, the more harder the beasts become. So, but there are little hints in below by the screen and so on and so forth. So we're just going to there. And essentially, all we're doing is we're trying to take on the shock boss. You want to say it's an elemental boss. So each of the escalations has a potential boss at the end of I should say the hard ones. So, but yeah, you can have up to 4 different people on each squad, and you can have them from multi-platforms. PC, Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, desktop, you name it, they have it. But This is just my damage per second build for one of my things. It goes with my favorite color, so it works, and all the parts work together. You can change all the skins and stuff like that, but some weapons have special abilities, like this one allows me to teleport straight into combat against the boss, or this particular behemoth, and the objective is to kill everything. It's kind of like a hack and slash event during D&D campaign. So we're just going to, and like I said, if people are more interested in me running through stuff and stuff like that, I might do more videos. But I just want to gauge the interest. So I know a lot of people play it, and there's a lot of people that I'll run with just because, and they're all over the place. Some are local, some are on the other side of the world, so it's pretty cool. It's kind of a how you can do your Mario parties and so on and so forth, but this is just more of the hack and slash D&D campaign style. Oh, I'm getting your fucking legendary up to date. Okay. And as you progress, you get certain amps that allow you to increase your, you get special abilities during each of, as the progressions. Yeah, we're gonna drop your ass real quick. Yeah, so as you can see, the weapon I'm using, the pike, gives you the ability to do lots of concentrated damage over a time period. Charge up, and then I'm going to use one of their sword abilities and get the mortar launcher, because I can send out a different special attack with the war pike. But like I said, it goes through, there's 5 rounds, and they go up, the first round is a single behemoth, the second round is 2 behemoths, the third round is a 1, and then the fourth is a 2, and then you have the boss fight. But, well, like I said, this is an experimental video. I gotta do my dailies, and one of my daily objectives is to kill 3 behemoths with a particular weapon. Usually you'll get them up in your quest log, just like you would do in your World of Warcraft dailies. But like I said, it's more of a free-to-play. You can spend money to get like skins and different things, but there's no things you can buy to increase your performance. It's more aesthetics. So you can adjust your aesthetics. They run events during certain times, like they have the flight of the first Slayer event going on right now. Essentially talks about the beginning of how the game became to be and the lore behind it. So now we're up to round 4, and we got a bunch of other friends and foes and stuff like that. And like I said, as there's like, he's built to break stuff, so you just see parts dropping all over them from the from whatever I'm essentially breaking off. Then you can turn those parts and turn them into weaponry. There's 42 behemoths and 42 weapons available for each type. Like there's 42 different axes, 42 different war pikes, 42 chain blades, you name it. They have there, so it's essentially some of the parts will go together. You can intercept and all those fun jazz too, but yeah. Now you can go to like I said, there are specific weapons you can use to do specific things, like the axes if you want max damage. You can use that, but And there's Busto, so we're going for the boss fight right now. The Malclarian, and Chlorian, Macarian, or whatever the dude's name is. It's a dragon. But you, like I said, essentially, as the game progresses, it gets supposed to get harder, and it does. Because there are certain weapon combinations that are just brutal. And you have like different events that you can, different things you can do in the games. Like I'm riding the dragon, killing it. Some other bosses allow you to do that, some others don't. But, like I said, if you're looking for just something to do, hack and slash, and just like kill some time, play with some friends, this is not a bad option. But like I said, it has you the key thing in multi-platform, so it gives a lot of thing. And then when you finish the escalation, you'll get certain items. It'll give you a little rundown of what you did, how fast you did it, and so on and so forth. And then it just gives you the list of items that you broke off to build your weapons, and so on and so forth. Then we port back and essentially go do it again. So I got 13 minutes left, so I'm going to probably run one more escalation and then call it. But yeah, but people are interested and turn this into a series, we can do it. Oh, like I said, this is just there's not many games I play anymore, but specific things like this is one of my go-to games. Not kill back a couple hours, hang out with some friends. It doesn't cost me anything, and just kick back, have fun, and just chat with people from around areas. So. Well, like I said, the event's going on right now. I've played this game for a year now, and I know this. I've been playing for a year because this was the first event that I did when I first started playing. When I got brought into it by a friend of mine that was looking, she was looking for someone to play with. So then that just kind of trickled down from there. So. That was shock escalation. We're going to do blaze escalation now. Now you can switch out your weaponry and your armory because you can buy different slots to go do things. Each armor set can be different and help you out in various ways. There's also other islands to go explore. So like you have certain behemoths, certain creatures that appear at one area. And you can go to that area, explore said area, find them, attack them, reap your rewards, and then go do something else. For players just starting out, there's an entire training grounds area that allows you to pick a weapon, and it's all using different button combinations, kind of like Nano Breaker, for you that are of the old school. It's essentially a button. Press a button formation like X, Y, B, and it will do a certain thing. Each weapon will have some different type of weapon setups. So it's more of a pick one and see what you like, but they have an entire training grounds that you go through when you first start the game. So I enjoy it. Like I said, it's kind of me. Just like I said, I'll meet up with a few people, we'll chat, and we'll go from there. So, but like I said, it's a good game. They have, if you're more of the competition aspect of it, there is there are things like that in the game. I don't divvy in them, so I'm not quite familiar with them because I don't really do that. I just play to play. I'm not trying to be the best speed run or anything. I'm just, like a D&D campaign, hacking and slashing. Killing some time. But this is a fire elemental. Essentially, the the blaze escalation, essentially, majority of the enemies you're going to fire are all fire-based. So you want to have stuff to counteract or neutralize it, per se. But it's all essentially a player personnel. Your choice what you want to do. I wouldn't say it's an open world, but it is just something to do. But I only play 4 or 5 games. Like, I'll play this, I'll play my, essentially all of the playlists that are in the channel are really the only games that I really play anymore. Like, since my computer is of the old, I can't do the same, like, I play a lot more computer games than I play console games, but there are certain things that, like I said, that I'll just play to kill time, and this is one of them. And it's on one of the newer systems that I don't own, so it's just like, okay. Like I said, it's something to do. Get a double kill on that. But like I said, they're all relatively fire-based characters, but you can get a couple other combinations that are just not pleasant. Like, you can get a couple ones that all they do is fly, so the majority of your ground attacks are kind of useless. But it all depends. It's randomized what you encounter. But it all, depending on the escalation, it'll have a certain common elemental base. So, like I said, if you want to give me more details like that and turn this into a series, we can. Let me know in the comments below and see if you want to do something like that. I'm always looking for fresh people to come in and play and learn some other and just to hang out and kill time. That's all what I'm always down for. So we're in round 3. Let's see what we got. And we can probably run the rest of this escalation. We got 7 minutes left. We got probably about 10 minutes worth of combat left. So we'll just have to make it quick, which is doable. Each combat only lasts about 5-10 minutes, maybe. All depends. Could be less than 3 minutes, but who knows? It all depends on how things go. But this is essentially my DPS build, so it's damage per second. So the more damage I do, oh, I got it off. Cool. But you'll have various, like, oh yeah, by the way, this particular build, you'll have this disadvantage you'll have to deal with. So on top of the main enemy that you're fighting, there are also level disadvantages. Like this particular one, there'll be a number of additional enemies that will try to interrupt and block you and attack you while you're, oh son of a bitch, Dusk and a Shroud. Okay. This will be fun. Yeah, I'll drop Shroud first. Depending on who you talk to, Shroud's one of the most annoying enemies to fight. And the one that takes the longest combat because he will literally transfer you to a different dimension. And it affects all your damage output, so the quicker you can drop them, the better. And he hits really, really hard. And now we go into where content damage is a thing, but we're going to focus on getting this other guy out of here first. Shroud actually blocked for the Drask. That's interesting. Damn it, I missed a shot. but there's also like bonuses, like you have advantages and disadvantages. Like this one, besides being in the problematic area, you also have the behemoths will have they have the weakness spot on it. So there's a certain spot on them where it's weaker than most things that do more damage to. So there's a level advantage or disadvantage wherever you're going. But yeah, like I said, it's a lengthy battle when you're fighting the shrouds, and them and their actual environmental, like each behemoth has a specific island that it's essentially lives on that does different things, and it could be positive or mostly negative because it's essentially you're dealing with an umbral, corruption, and some other stat affecting areas. Let's go with. So we got the boss fight now. It's essentially a giant flame monster. I got 3 minutes. We can kill him in 3 minutes. So we gotta find the portal jump. A Torgodora. It's a big monkey. It's an angry monkey. It's a fiery, angry monkey. And there are everything, like I said, there are wolves, dragons, fungus, plants. He's a big angry monkey. But he'll do... and he'll set you on fire, he'll do fire damage, he'll do all kinds of unpleasant things. They can rage and do more damage. And they can also become even more powerful, being ether charged. But he has a specific ability that he's doing now where he will climb up to the top and jump to the ground and do a big wave effect, AoE effect, but and that's that. Big angry monkey, big angry monkey. But yeah, that's kind of like I said, the fire escalation, the blaze, I should say. And it'll give you a time frame. It will tell you, oh, you did all this. There's all the, like I said, there's a couple different modes in the game where you can do stuff. So you just see all the drops that we did, all the stuff we broke off of the enemy. So, but I thank you all for coming out once again to the channel. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want me to do more Dauntless recordings. Because like I said, I play this every single day. I go on, I'll do dailies. Depending on if I'm going to run with people or not, I'll be on for a couple hours. Or I'll be a 10 to 15 minute in and that's it. But thank you all for coming back out. Like, subscribe, share, enjoy, and we shall see you guys in the next one. But yeah, like I said, stay tuned. We'll have some more Minecraft stuff coming up later this evening. So have a good night, you everyone, and we'll see you all in the next one. One last look at the armor. Do my heroic pose. And that'll be it.